doing is interviewing beautiful and diverse ladies between the ages of 20 and 30, so you guys can learn something from them, know about their experiences, their struggles. And today we have...
Hi, my name is Amber. I'm 22 years old, and thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So we're just gonna get into it. So if you haven't watched my videos, my past episodes of the Women Developing series, y'all should go check it out because it's the same questions, but of course they're different answers because it's different women every single episode. But question one is, looking at the past decade in your life, how have you changed?
I would say within the past decade of my life, I have grown and matured a lot. And right, that's so cliche to say because 10 years ago I was in middle school, I was 12. So I was in middle school getting ready to like transition to high school. But I just think, mentally, like emotionally, spiritually, I've matured a lot and have grown into the woman that I am striving to become daily and the woman who I am today. And so I just think that's the biggest thing is maturity and in every aspect of my life. So.
Question number two is, what self-doubts or struggles do you often have?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say something that I constantly struggle with is learning to give myself grace. I think a lot of times I am my own worst critic, and I have such high expectations for myself, and when I don't meet those expectations or I fall just a little bit short of it, I get upset at myself or beat myself up about it, and I just waddle in that for so long and don't realize that, Amber, you're human, like you're gonna make mistakes, you're not perfect, you're never gonna hit the target every single time, and that's okay. Like you can't be successful at every single thing, you can't win at every single thing. And so just learning to give myself grace, and the same grace that I extend to other people when other people mess up and other people don't meet my expectations. I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's fine, you're human, you'll bounce back. But learning to do that for myself is something that I have struggled with constantly. So yeah.
Okay, number three is, what is something you have learned in your 20s?
Something that I have learned in my 20s is the importance of self-love. I think as women growing through high school and middle school and college, we all have this identity issue. We're looking for our identity and like, who do we define ourselves as, and how do we see ourselves, and how do we want society and others to see ourselves? And through that, a lot of times we neglect to learn to love on ourselves and understanding that before you can ever love someone else, you have to love yourself first. And so I have learned the importance of that going through these past 2 years in my 20s and beyond, is to learn to love myself and love myself hard and learn to love myself on the bad days and the good days, and that's important. That's what carries me through, and so that's the most important thing that I've learned and continue to carry that on throughout the rest of my 20s and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Question four, what social stigma about women does society need to get over?
Ooh, that is such a good one. One social stigma that society needs to get over is that all women have to look a certain way or have a certain body size to be deemed beautiful. And thinking about that, like, what is beautiful? Like, beautiful only has a term and like a title and like a certain image because we give it one. I think it's important for all of us to learn to identify and to term our own term of beauty and understand that, just because one woman looks a certain way, or her body size is different, or because she's heavier than the next woman, or one woman may be skinnier, it does not make her more beautiful than the next woman. We all have our own individual qualities and unique quirks about ourselves that make us different from the woman next to us, and that's what makes us beautiful in our own individual way. And so I think when society stops focusing so much on social media and these facades that people put on, and the filters that people have, and the photoshopping, and once they understand that those are exactly what it is, media and Photoshop, and understanding to respect women and love women in their plain and natural entirety, we can really understand what beauty is and understanding to appreciate that. You know, I don't think enough people appreciate that because, you know, everybody wants to look like Kylie Jenner and a Kardashian and Megan Thee Stallion. And, you know, while that's cool and all, it's not realistic for everybody. And understanding that just because you don't look like that, you know, doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. You know, you have your own individual qualities that I don't have that makes you beautiful in that way. So I think that's very important.
Number 5 is any regrets in your 20s?
I actually don't have any regrets in my 20s. You know, there have been so many experiences that I've had in my 20s, whether they were good or bad, that have helped shape me into the woman that I am today and that have allowed me to gain some of the wisdom that I have. And so I don't have any regrets whatsoever.
Yep, no regrets. Number 6, what advice would you give women watching this?
One piece of advice I would give to women watching this would be to cherish every single moment of your life, and cherish where you're at and be intentional with your life and where you're at. You know, I think intentionality is so important because that is, to me, intertwined with your purpose. Like, why do you wake up in the morning? You know, what gets you going? What keeps you going throughout the day? Whether, you know, you're in college, whether you're working, whether, you know, either you're volunteering or babysitting, whatever it is that you do, like, do it with intentionality and know that that is your purpose. You're there for a reason, and learn to walk in that and enjoy that moment and cherish that, because you're never going to get that same moment again. You know, you're never going to get this same life again, and none of us are promised tomorrow. And so I think it's important to just, you know, love where we're at, even in the bad seasons, even when things are rough in life, you know, cherishing those moments. Like, there are lessons that can be learned every single season of our life. And so walking through each season of life with intentionality, that you're going to come out better than what you started, and that you're going to create memories and everything, and that you're going to become more wiser, you're going to become a stronger woman, and you're just going to be a change advocate after that for other women. I think it's so important. So.
And our last question is number 7. What is something you want to accomplish before you turn 30?
Something I want to accomplish before I turn 30. Okay, I'm gonna do a fun one and then like a serious one. So one thing I want to accomplish is to travel as much as possible with my significant other. That's what I want to do. I just want to travel. Like, outside of the U.S., a goal of mine is to hit all 50 states, but before I'm 40. So I would embark on that, and then graduate from medical school and become a doctor. That's the biggest goal before I hit 30. So yeah.
And hopefully you can look back onto this video.
Yes!
And you did it, because I believe you can. You're going to do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But that was the end of our questions, and thank you, Amber, for being part of this video series.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I love tackling. I'm like too. I love it. But yeah, this is the end of our episode 3 of A Woman Developing. If you want more of this content and overall this vibe, you should subscribe. You don't have to, but if you want to, and you can like the video. But that's it. See you in the next one.
Bye.